We are. We are. No, you're really not supposed to.
We get in trouble.
Yeah, 2 minutes.
Excuse me?
I said,
Yeah, we have.
we still have 2 minutes.
Doesn't work. It's cool. Right on time. Right on time? Okay. All right.
1 more minute.
I went to McDonald's the other day, 1 minute before they changed from breakfast to lunch. And my daughter wanted chicken nuggets and they made me sit there and drive for a
Really?
It is McDonald's.
Then I feel like,
Jason, just wait until it's all robotics.
Yeah.
oh, then it's like, you're not talking to me.
Then it's gonna be, you'll make your breakfast home, dear.
Better option.
For a multitude of reasons.
Longest minute of my life.
I was just
Of all of
thinking,
our lives.
how do we fill the void?
Oh, 7 o'clock.
Ding, 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 ding. Okay, I'd like to call this regular meeting of the Oxford Planning and Zoning Commission, February 3rd, 2026 meeting to order. First order of business, pledge of allegiance. Pledge of allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, let's start off with the roll call for the left. Let's start, actually, let's start with the regular members and then I want to introduce you to them.
Sarah Locke, Joshua Dexter, Jason Swan.
Dan Wall. Carl Bouchard.
Wendy-
Diamond Rosa.
Linda Chaplinsky.
Jessica Pennell.
Kevin McSherry. Okay, we're not seating any alternates. We have a full board this evening. But I would just like to welcome our 2 new members, Deborah Alterio and Jeffrey Spear. Welcome aboard, and thank you very much for volunteering your time. I don't think anything official we have to do, right? Just
Nope, everybody got sworn in, so
okay. Okay. That'll suffice for all of my comments. So that moves us down to approval of minutes.
I'll make a motion to approve the December 16th, 2025 regular meeting minutes of the Planning and Zoning Commission.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Next.
No more minutes.
No more minutes? Okay. All right. That moves us on to recess public hearing. Recess public hearing. You want to take it from there?
Sure. Recess public hearing, application C-25-129 Larky Road. Owner Hartwood Bloom, 12 Great Meadow Road, Seymour, Connecticut. Applicant Scott Volpe. Connecticut Residential Incorporated, Post Office Box 906 South Berry, Connecticut. Application 6 lot residential subdivision homes on Northeast South. We'll reopen this recess public hearing. The applicant can go ahead.
Good evening. For the record, Jesse Judson, licensed land surveyor, 52 Main Street, Seymour, Connecticut, representing the applicant. At our last meeting, we had just received comments from Nathan Young, Jim Galligan, the town engineer, dated January 20th, 2026. There was 4 items on that list. We made some modifications and reviewed those with Mr. Galligan, resubmitted the plans. There were minor revisions. We added the drainage swale to the driveway on lot 1, clarifying about the yard drain on lot 2, stormwater, and then just some clarifications in the stormwater report, which was submitted since that time, January 23rd. We received the letter from Mr. Galligan, and he received a letter from Mr. Galligan stating that all comments were addressed. Go over those drainage revisions in more detail if you would like, or
think we need to. We have a letter from, Nathan Young, if you want to, just enter that in the record.
I'll read the letter from Nafis and Young Engineers, Inc., dated January 23rd, 2026, to Mr. Daniel P. Rabbit, Chairman, Planning and Zoning Commission, Town of Oxford. Reference, Homes on Larkey South, Oxford, Connecticut. Dear Mr. Wall, Nafis and Young Engineers, Inc. is in receipt of revised plans and revised drainage report for the above referenced project. All the comments in our letter dated January 20th, 2026 have been addressed. We have no further comment. If you should have any questions, please feel free to contact me. Sincerely, James H. Galligan, professional engineer, Nafis and Young Engineers, town engineer for the town of Oxford.
All right, thank you. So anybody on the commission have any questions for the applicants?
I don't have any.
Anyone? No? Okay. I'll entertain a motion to close this public hearing.
I'll make a motion to close public hearing Z-25-129, referencing the Larkey Road subdivision.
I said. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Thank you. Okay. Regular meeting business. Any amendments to the agenda? None that I'm aware of.
Mr. Chairman, we discussed those letters, but you already took care of that, for the 2 appointments.
Yeah, I think we can address them on correspondence, but.
That's the only thing that's, okay.
All right, so no amendments, right? Okay, that brings us to correspondence.
I have 2 letters, both from the office of the first selectman, town of Oxford, 486 Oxford Road, Oxford, Connecticut. First one's dated January 22nd, 2026. It's actually written to Mrs. Deborah Alterio, 37 Cold Spring Drive, Oxford, Connecticut. Dear Mrs. Alterio, at the Board of Selectmen's meeting held on January 21st, 2026, the board moved to appoint you to the Planning and Zoning Commission as an alternate member with a term to commence on January 21st, 2026 and expire on December 31st, 2027. Should you have any questions, please feel free to contact my office. Sincerely, George R. Temple, Esquire, First Selectman. The second letter is also from the office of the First Selectman, written to Mr. Jeffrey Spear, 31 Macintosh Drive, Oxford, Connecticut. Dated January 22nd, 2026. Dear Mr. Spear, at the Board of Selectmen's meeting held on January 21st, 2026, the board moved to appoint you to the Planning and Zoning Commission as an alternate member with a term to commence on January 21st, 2026 and expire on December 31st, 2027. Should you have any questions, please feel free to contact my office. Sincerely, George R. Temple, Esquire, First Selectman. That's it for correspondence.
That's it for correspondence. Okay, thank you. So that brings us to audience of citizens, which we really don't have any. Not today. Okay. Then that brings us down to old business.
Old business, application C-26-002, 6 Middlefield Road, owner Angel Maldonado, 40 Almeida Place, Bridgeport, Connecticut. Applicant Jesse Judson, LS Horville and Judson, 52 Main Street, Seymour, Connecticut. Application to construct an 800 square foot accessory dwelling unit. A site plan has been supplied with the application. All right, and, I believe we have a motion prepared. We have a motion regarding the application. Application Z-26-002, 6 Middlefield Road. Application to construct an 800 square foot accessory dwelling unit. The following items were submitted to the commission. An application, 1, application, 2, site plan, 3, architectural rendering of the accessory dwelling unit. The commission makes the following findings. The applicant is the owner of the property. The property is located in a residential zone. I move to approve application Z-26-002 to construct an 800 square foot accessory dwelling unit with the following conditions. 1, the maximum number of accessory dwelling units permitted is 1 per building lot. No exceptions permitted. 2, the accessory dwelling unit shall utilize the same driveway, entrance, exit to the road as the primary dwelling. 3, a minimum of 1 parking space for the accessory dwelling unit shall be provided. 4, the owner of the property shall reside on the premises. 5, the accessory dwelling unit shall have a maximum floor height of 800 square feet. 6, all accessory dwelling units shall have a maximum of 1 bedroom. 7, all accessory dwelling units must be located on and affixed to a permanent foundation. 8, a certificate of occupancy must be obtained from the building official prior to use. End of motion.
Have a second? Second. Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? No, motion carries. Thank you. All right, that brings us to, new business. Do we have any business? None that I'm aware of.
Not yet.
Okay, zoning enforcement, he's out. I'll pass on that. Got a couple of invoices.
Have 2 invoices. The first is Navis and Young Engineers, 1355 Middletown Avenue, Northford, Connecticut. Invoice number 004-26. For work on the homes on Larky, review meeting with engineer, client, and report. The amount of the invoice is $1,275. I make a motion to approve.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
I have an invoice from the Connecticut State Marshal, John M. Barbieri, Senior, 33 Union City Road, Suite 1B, Prospect, Connecticut. Billed to the Town of Oxford Planning and Zoning Commission. It's invoice number 251467. It's for a municipal citation served in the case of Oxford versus Lasky. This occurred on November 3rd, 2025. The amount of the invoice is $124.50. I make a motion to approve the invoice.
I'll second.
Second, okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Thank you. Other business? Anything? Jessica, have anything?
So, one thing I do have is the conference. What?
Sideways glance you gave me.
I have the conference that's coming up. I think most of you have been to it now. I don't know if you went to it. You did.
I haven't been.
I don't know if Dan ever went.
What
Nope.
is it? Which one? Which one?
So this is the one at the AquaTurf.
We were there last
Yeah.
year.
You went.
Yeah, we were there last year.
You went. You went. You went. Nope.
In March.
Yeah. So it's March 26th. So I'll send everybody this. But seriously, I literally usually send it in at the last minute, and I prefer to do it like on time. So check your calendars, and you get credit towards your your hourly
What's the
requirements.
When you need to know what's the deadline.
I bring the whole thing here. It has to be received by no later than Tuesday, March 24th. So I prefer to have it out the Thursday before that. The date is March 26th.
All right, so if you email the board, they can respond as they're going to do with that. Good, that's great, thank you. Anything else?
The only, no, I mean, Steve's not here. So for me personally, there's nothing,
I had a question, where we stand on some of the open things that we have not discussed or talked about. For instance, the board of selectmen's request for moratorium on 7 applications and buildings. And they referral to the board of selectmen for approval of the now. That we spent money and time developing. And the referral we sent to the board of selectmen regarding revision of regulations, the development of PPD, to be done by Jessica. I know we had discussed that, but I don't know where that stands.
All right, so the first one, the moratorium, we're still investigating that as a board and with the board of selectmen as well, together, okay? Nothing really to report at this time, but we are investigating. And then what was the next on your list? Was the
Affordable
affordable
housing
housing.
plan that had been sent to the lawyers and then was supposed to go on to the board of selectmen.
Right, and I don't know where that stands. I have to get an update.
Mr. Chairman, I can check on that because I was on that committee.
Oh, you were? Okay, great.
Yeah, and it was done, and I would like it approved by the Board of Selectmen
Yeah.
at least. Even though it's no longer necessary, we took a lot of time and money to do it.
To be honest, it wasn't on my radar.
Yeah.
I would have brought it up.
Yeah, I can ask Kristen about that too and get a feel for where that's at.
All right, great.
And any news of the development of our own draft regulations for PDD?
Yeah, so we're working towards, I think you know, right, we decided we need a planner, and the board of selectmen, honestly, we'd like to do it internally, right? And so I'm looking at the person who would be our planner. And so, again, it's in George's purview, and I don't know where he sits with that. I just don't. So, before next meeting, I'll get updates from both of us. We can all sit down and.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem. No problem. We need to keep it moving.
In the same bucket of action, when you do speak with him on the 8002, we have two options. We can either maintain our individuality and proceed as a town, or we can sign on to the region, which would be NBCOG for us.
And
So it'd be
George is
helpful.
investigating that as well.
So,
He
okay.
told me that. He's been to meetings.
Oh, perfect.
On
Okay.
that already. Yeah, he's deep into it, honestly. He really is, so.
Okay. Thanks, Stan.
Yep, absolutely.
I am also meeting with, sorry, Mr. Chairman. I'm meeting with Savannah Nicole from NBCOG tomorrow. We meet every once in a while just to touch base, especially when new things come up, because she's kind of like the person that I go to if I need something. And we're going to discuss that bill just briefly, because obviously you need a really long time to discuss it. And I don't know if I told you, I did go over the bill with Arnie too, and I have the whole thing marked up. So, and I know,
That's a good point. You told me you've done good.
Yeah.
We wanted to send that out to the board.
yeah, it's just, I mean, it's a work in progress. It's so much information. And now with the legislative session starting tomorrow,
It'll be a great thing for the board to have, the highlights.
Yeah.
of
Arnie didn't give me any highlights. Arnie and I went over and highlighted the parts that would pertain. We were both going through it, and I went to I went to a webinar on it, and I have what do you call that? come on. Yep. That's it. I have that I can send out
Okay.
to everybody, you know, or I can, you know,
That would be great.
you know.
Jessica, I have an additional summary that was created by Hollister. Hollister.
Okay.
I can get that to you if you're interested. It was forwarded to me through the APA.
Okay. I don't know why I don't know if I'm getting the right emails because I'm a member of the APA.
I don't know.
Maybe I got to go in there and see. But yes, please send me whatever. I just don't like to get stuff.
I just want to point out that Deborah and Jeff, feel free to ask questions. Your board members have questions. Fire away. Very good.
I was looking at the minutes from the selectmen's meeting, and George had put a note in there
Could you put the
about.
mic on, Deborah, please? That way we can hear you. Is it on?
You have to speak into it.
Usually the big. I read it, and it said that there's a moratorium on 830G that COG put in place.
No.
Am I missing something?
No, you're not missing anything, because I understand it's not in place, it's being discussed. That's how I understood it when I met with George, but that was over a week ago. So take that for what it is. So, as far as I know, nothing is in place.
Excuse me, Deborah, when was that, what meeting did they discuss that
The
at?
last first selectmen's.
Okay, so that would have been okay.
So again, as far as I know, it was discussed but not put in place. Maybe it's changed, or maybe it hasn't.
Mr.
Not to my knowledge.
Mr. Chairman, permission.
Yes.
I did hear that at the regional planning agency level, when they had a meeting, that George may have made a motion regarding a moratorium, but I have yet to see the minutes.
That would make sense in the context of NVCOG.
Yes, so I have to get my hands on those minutes. I could not, I looked for them for a little bit and then I got distracted.
Yeah, all I know for sure is it was discussed at the meeting.
Yeah,
It
so,
was very brief.
yeah, I'm sure it was.
All right, anything else? Kevin?
Just on the housing stuff and the law that was passed, there's going to be some more evaluation of it. It has some serious problems with it. And in any legislation, you remember this legislation started out and got vetoed by the governor. And then it continued on to this new legislation. And there's a couple of committees that are part of the legislature that will be reviewing what the impact's going to be. So I'm dollars to donuts. There's going to be some modification to this. In this session. That's going to make it more sensible.
It seems to be already taken.
Yeah.
It was.
Because when you read it, you say, that doesn't really, it's like they're thinking in half sentences. They don't complete their whole thought. So I think there's more stuff that's going to happen. Tim Hollister, who Sarah mentioned, he and his firm, going back to Chris Smith, who some of you may remember from representing Oxford Greens, they were big proponents of the 8-30G, and their firm, Shipman, really did a lot of work on making sure with the legislature that the 8-30G happened. A lot of things transcended out of that. One of the things they're going to look at is the sewer authorities in communities have the ability to limit multifamily housing. They set a separate individual boards, and they can make decisions regarding the capacity of the sewer line. It says, well, we don't have enough sewer capacity to have a multifamily built here. So that's one thing. And then there's going to be another committee that's going to form, that's going to look at the housing issue, 8-30G, town by town, and how towns have avoided meeting some of the 8-30G requirements. And they're going to try to figure out who has 10% and have a list of that. These are probably things they probably should have done before they did the legislation.
You think?
I would think. I'm a mere mortal man. I don't know.
But I just think that the legislation, as well intended as it is going to change somewhat, and we're going to hear more about that towards the end of the session in May and June.
Very good, thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, anything else, folks? I think we're good.
Motion to adjourn?
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
My God, that's a record.
And I have to read the Republican American because they're.
Is this a record? Is this a record, right?
Let me stop this.
We're going to get paid tonight.
We're all getting paid.